may we who are about to roll die salute you. Welcome back to another episode of the Danger Game.
Whoa! Danger Games.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Scott.
Hi.
I thought you were going to carry on speaking then, but then you just stopped. You were like, hello, everyone.
I thought I'd give
all the listeners.
Yeah, you know, sometimes everyone's the same. You know, we are all the same. We're getting into springtime here in the UK, which means it is obviously, as you all will know, the start of Tubilustrium, the Roman campaigning season.
Of
course it is. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, in a historical fact, it's also the start of everyone else's campaigning season as well throughout history. Just
Bougie Romans.
them crazy Romans and their springtime campaign. That's how they won the empire. They just like attacked in March and early April, and everyone's like, "Whoa, dude! Oh, it's."
I mean, it's the end of Australian campaigning season. That's why the Romans never conquered Australia.
Right? Yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
It's the only reason
they never got there.
They couldn't make the calendars work out.
It is fun thinking about stuff like that because reading books, playing D&D games and writing D&D campaigns, or watching Game of Thrones, you're like, oh yeah, there's an army about, is there? Time of year is it, bitch? What's going on? Oh, it's cold, is it? Dickhead, that's what you are. General dickhead. Oh, you've moved an entire army in the winter, everyone's gonna die and starve, and that's what's gonna happen. But very often people don't care or know about that in like fantasy or magical settings, so you're like, hey, I'm just gonna rein it back a bit.
Well, yeah, apparently mud works differently in all the fantasy worlds. It's like, it's there in the camp, but like, how did you get there? Through the roads? Yeah, we just marched here. It's like,
Sure.
Yeah, sure you did.
It's a dangerous time in general in England, isn't it? Because like the sun starts coming out and everyone starts going, oh, it's all right here actually, isn't it? It's all right. It's not bad here, when we've just had like 8 months of shit.
Yeah, it has been bad. And as a little...
we see a bit of sun and everyone calms down. Sorry, I just wanted to finish.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, way. But spring is actually the time when everyone used to starve.
Is it really?
It's not winter at all. Everyone thinks it's winter. Everyone starves in winter, but you've got all your food in winter. You've got your reserves. But spring, nothing's grown. Nothing's sprouting. All the berries and all that sort of business are all sort of, aren't grown. So people used to starve in spring.
What if you'd had a bad harvest season, you didn't get a good harvest, so you were hungry in winter? What about then?
Oh, you definitely starve in spring, yeah.
You'd starve
You're starving both, yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you had a good harvest, this is when your food reserves are really starting to run out.
Really?
Because nothing's grown and there's no berries, animals aren't quite coming out yet, and it's just that awkward season for that sort of stuff.
Fucking, I had a very angry bumblebee turn up in my room the other day, very angry, confused. He was.
I love how many of your stories are bee related.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
I was going to say, we did spend a long time on bees recently, so I'm not going to go too far into this one. But let me tell you, if I was hungry, I would have got a bow and arrow and hunted that bee. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Was it huge? Was it a massive one as well? Like.
It was a big boy. Yeah, he was a big boy. He was like, what am I doing? I'm awake and hungry. You know, when you wake up from a nap and you're really hungry. Like, that's where he was like, oh, George, just let me my blood sugar's so low. I had to let him out the window again. He was very loud. Anyway, just because I've just finished my reread of Game of Thrones. So, I've only got another 10 years to wait before the final one comes out. And the detailing of Stannis's march against the Boltons is horrific. It goes as you would expect in wording, in writing, as a march in winter. Like, everyone's being like, should you do this? And he's like, absolutely going to do this. And then he's going, I'm doing it, and it's cold, and it's really cold. It's also added fantasy cold. George R. R. Martin doesn't take any of the realistic things away of like human life. He just adds in more fantasy elements and just piles it on top of it. And it's horrific. It ends so badly for them, but it's detailed but blow by blow. You're like, they're on the verge of eating each other. Like, meanwhile, the Boltons in Winterfell are just having the time of their lives. It's pretty horrific. It's made me think about marching seasons. So, happy to be streams.
Especially marching in somewhere cold like Russia. The general winter is their expression, but like Napoleon, he froze to death and his army froze to death, and the Germans as well. Hitler as well, and apparently it was so cold that the petrol froze inside the tanks and things like that.
That's quite cold, isn't it?
That is really extremely cold. So you can imagine what that was doing to those soldiers. Like
the freezing point of petrol. That's I don't know what it is, but it sounds low.
It's very low. Yeah. It's like horrific.
Did I ever tell you guys, speaking of that campaign, did I ever tell you guys I very briefly dated a girl in Mallorca once, and she showed me her diary, showed me her grandfather's diary. Have I told you this story?
No, I haven't heard this.
It was either her grandfather or her great-grandfather that had fought in like the war in World War II, and he fought on the wrong side because he was Spanish, and a lot of the Spanish got shipped over to join the fascists because they had recently been fascists successfully in their own country, and the deal was I give you the Luftwaffe, you give me some Spaniards to fight in my armies. A lot of them got sent to fight in Russia, and she showed me his fucking diary, and his diary was sad. It was, it's very cold. The next day was, it's very cold, Pedro died. And like, it's literally just like a very sad, harrowing account of the 1 by 1 days ticking off, waiting for everybody to freeze to death in Russia.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
In case you're interested, the freezing point of petrol is minus 60 degrees.
There you go.
Which is also the average temperature on Mars.
All right.
God,
wow.
That's what we're talking.
Wow.
So if anyone does want to go to Mars, that's what you're looking.
Don't go in the winter.
You don't go in the winter.
No.
At all. Yeah. The summer it's
Don't
delightful.
go in the winter of Mars. Springtime on Mars.
It's the classic military mistake. Never lead an army to Mars in the winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just don't do it.
So that's the boiling point of petrol on Mars. But what is the boiling point of this Ludus in a nice little spa with some nice little gorgons around, having a nice little time?
The spa. That's right.
Yes.
I can tell you that the Baron is so happy to be in this spa. Like this is his this is the redemption at the end of the Shawshank, which was having to go to the gym. Like he's a happy cow right now.
Yeah, when I came up with these like different areas, like almost like faculties in the Callisiopolis, I was like, I know that some of the once the introductions are out of the way and they've done a tour of all of them, in future I reckon I know who's going to be at the gym and who's going to be in the Asclepian. I reckon I'm pretty sure I know the division of characters there. But that's the point. Choice. Yes, so you're still in the Asclepian. Bathing in the success of having your first proper patron offer from Gunter Gitgood Throrblood's gymnasium, and the oily victory that was won there, having soothed yourself, you are now presently in the Asclepian, which I will go into an effort to describe a bit better than I did the last time, which was a bit cursory. The smell of eucalyptus, I love it. It's in a lot. Eucalyptus is heavy in this.
I bet. Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay.
Gotta love a bit.
It's just this historical precedent, guys. You know, like they used eucalyptus leaves to wash themselves back in the day. That's the thing.
They're quite sanitary.
What's it?
Medicinal.
I know what you mean. Yeah, medicinal. Yeah, people hang them in their showers now, don't they? You can hang them in your own showers.
I bet they got a massive koala problem around here.
Beating koalas up everywhere they go. Like
they're like raccoons. You just everywhere.
Yes. Also, I've got my own eucalyptus bath salts, so I'm like, in terms of sensory stuff, I'm like, that's going in the game. Nice. Yes, it hangs heavy in the wet air. Water droplets and voices echo off the curved ceilings of the Asclepian. There are very few windows, and what windows there are small, but the light is mainly represented by glowing islands of amber that spill across the waters from floating candles and freestanding torches. Robed and well-built attendants gently pad around, hefting clay jugs of purified hot water back and forth, also carrying very large, very hot stones from fires into waters. Every now and then you hear the hiss of water hitting the stones, or vice versa. On your way in, you would have passed a huge marble wall with a carving of a woman holding ambrosia in one hand and a pot of poison in another. Her hair made of snakes that stare calmly out at the viewer. You know this person to be the demigoddess Faraka. The smell of lavender, eucalyptus, and sage soothes your nostrils and balms your throats. Floating around the warm waters, all around you, as you paddle in these pools, are small bits of mint and rose petals. From somewhere, faintly, comes the distant trilling of a vocalist gently warbling across the waters. You are currently bathing in one of the main pools. And you have been talking to the Gorgons, the servants slash owners slash patrons of the Asclepian. They have petitioned you to save their sister.
Yeah.
So they're just remind me, Gorgons in this, are they like Medusas? Or do they have snake bodies?
So you are, yes. So to clarify, they are sort of both. They are classic Medusas. Some of them do have snake bottom halves, as represented in both the Gorgons that you're speaking to at the moment. The small, light green, lime-colored one has a snake bottom, if you like. She has snake legs as well. It's just a snake bottom half.
They make the rock and roll go.
Damn
around.
it, Dan! Damn it!
Sure,
I was waiting for my entrance, and you took it from me.
I put a Ross-sized pause in there, knowing that someone else was going to go in for a bottom gag. But sure, a music gag instead. You know, that's the level of class we have when Harmston isn't here. Yes. Her name is Zola.
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 And the taller one, who is purple, has humanoid legs, is called Morgan. So Zola, the smaller lime green one with the snake bottom half, her snakes seem quite relaxed and seem to be having a snooze on top of their heads every now and then, getting up to blink around, and they're having a snooze again. Morgan's snakes have all got little rings around their neck, like little bangles, which they look quite proud of. But yes, you were in conversation with them. And Zola, the Gorgon, is... so that'd be Gorgon, so
right, okay,
yeah.
I feel like we left you hanging on that one. Should have stopped.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, Scott.
That's a pretty cheesy gag, but we'll let you go with it. So.
And the other one's Morgan the Gorgon.
Morgan the Gorgon.
Yeah, Morgan the Gorgon.
Happy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just been a long day at the Crystal Maze, so I wasn't sure if the gags were like landing or not. I've had quite a few blank-faced people looking at me when I tried dropping gags about stuff. I had I had an egg joke because it's Easter. I said my name was Tom Lett, and everybody just purely just dropped out of me, and I was like, I'm well charged up to do a DCP record.
Thanks, audience.
Zola is saying, if you find her in the games, you will be asked, no doubt, to fight her. She is a very dangerous combatant. Along with her various abilities, she also has the power to turn people into stone.
Your sister turns people to stone, did you say?
Not all the time. It's not like the thing that we do. It's not like a trademark, but there is... I mean, I can make a potion that would turn you to stone. Her sister chimes in, Morgan. She could make a potion that would turn you to stone. It would be very efficient. But our sister, Eurofail, has the power to do that with her eyes alone.
So you could turn into a potion. You could make a potion and then turn us into stone. But your sister can turn us into stone.
I really think this is like not the thing we should be. She's really she's been forced into the games. It's really, you could think she is dangerous.
I feel like Dash has been repeating this question for like a good half an hour.
Just not getting it.
This point is being made so many times by Morgan. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, yes.
If you come across her, then you will be asked to defeat her. The legates and the crowd, maybe the arbiters, will ask you. You will have a decision to make if you want to kill her or to set her free. This has precedence. It has been done before. We have looked into it. You will command her life if you defeat her, and you may have the power to set her free. If you do this, we have the ability to make you very comfortable in the Asclepian.
And she can turn people to stone.
Several of Zola's snakes roll their eyes and flick their tongues irately. She, pointedly polite, nods at you silently, and her snakes maintain the space in the air, even though her head ducks up and down.
And how comfortable does one need to be here? Like, what can you do for us? How comfortable could you make it for us?
Morgan chimes in and whips a very small slate house somewhere. As if this has been a pre-organized business plan that they had just in case they came across someone who was applicable. We will give you free entry to the Asclepian. And then discounts on treatments inside. Plus, one, she gets nudged in the ribs by Zola. Two free potions a week.
The Baron has been like, the Baron's been like a hippo through this. He's just like submerged with just like his eyes and ears just sticking out of the water to listen to the conversation, because he's just love it. And he just kind of comes up out of the water just with just a crown of rose petals and mint. And he's like, we'll do it unconditionally.
Excellent. This is wonderful. Added to this, of course, will be general benefits that we can offer you as patrons of funding, better equipment and armor. I can see from the things that you have left in the changing rooms that you don't actually have much.
No.
No.
We're mostly loincloths around here.
Yes,
And
which
sticks.
fortunately for you is absolutely the dress code for the Asclepian.
We knew we'd be welcome here. Can we keep the robes as like a down payment sort of thing?
No.
What about the slippers? I mean,
This is like when Kevin asked for a free leotard from Gunther. It's just the thing that you guys do.
We just like we're really badly clothed, and we just really outfits. We're
It's literally-
cold.
I've got a little loincloth.
It's colder than a Martian winter out there.
Go back. You want the slippers?
well, not really, but I'd like to get hold of something. Every time you go somewhere, it's good to get something to take away, and like a little memento. And
Memento.
yes.
Mr. Dominicles, we are not a hotel. This concept has not been invented yet for a long time. Many years in the future, the French will really nail this down and give it a name. But make it a persuasion check, Dash.
All right, that sounds good. A persuasion. I don't know why he's doing this. A persuasion check. Now, what would I roll? Because I haven't got persuasion on my. Oh, yes, I have. What the fuck am I talking about? It's a 20.
You're haggling for me from a distance system.
Can I use intimidation
I can dip into
instead?
blades in the dark if you want.
It is a dirty 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Zola looks at you blankly, and Morgan stares at you. Morgan's snakes are all open mouth, silently hissing. And then Zola goes, "You can have a pair of slippers each."
See what I do for you? I make sure
Nice.
that we get slippers. Yes.
that's the best thing you've done for us, Dash.
Well, I hurt some people back in the thing, didn't I? Saved your life once or twice.
But they didn't. Yes, but did you loot slippers from them?
You've got me there.
Very
You've
good
got
point.
me there, Baron. Yeah.
yeah, I love these slippers.
It's a very good point. And because I sense we are near an agreement, would you like to trial some of the treatments here at the Asclepian free of charge? It's one time.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any ear treatments? Or you're going to tell us what the treatments are, aren't you? I won't interrupt. I'm sorry.
I was about to tell you what they were, but maybe it would be entertaining for the listeners to hear what you think the treatments are first.
Well,
I'm a
good
big fan of
seasoning.
a body scrub.
a body scrub.
Body
yes.
scrub, okay.
I believe that in some places they give an ear treatment where they dig into the ears and they, put the fingers in and they get everything out and they massage the ears and stroke them and pleat them.
How much do you have in your ears, Dash?
Nothing. No, I just like my ears being touched.
Poetry?
Poetry is not something, although we restrict
washing the
art
soul.
form. For washing the soul. We have in the past hosted poetry evenings here at the Asclepion.
Oh.
Candlelit ones. They are very rarely included in the treatment, but this is maybe something we could look into.
Oh.
The Zola snakes nod at you pleasingly as if they like the idea of poetry. the treatments that we can offer you for free of charge, in this instance, would be the hot cup treatment.
The hot what?
Sorry, the hot what?
Hot cup?
Hot cup.
Cup.
Right.
Cup, yeah.
Thank you.
Is that a drink?
What did you think that I said?
I think we all need the ear treatment, actually.
Yes, could you clear them
Blood
out?
in your ears, isn't it? Yes.
It's very simple, hot cup. The Cetacean stimulator.
What?
The Cetacean stimulator.
Yes.
What's...
And finally, the muscle malleator.
And what happens on the second one?
You may each choose one of these treatments, and there will be an attendant waiting to guide you to your treatment
Oh, so
area
it's a surprise.
with slippers.
Oh, slippers.
Right, so, I mean, we're all taking the stimulator,
Absolutely, yeah.
right?
I mean, what does the stimulator stimulate?
I think we have to go in and find out. The muscle...
Let me be clear with you, Rama. There is no bad part of your body to stimulate.
Rama looks
We will leave you
uncertain.
to. we will leave you to have a think, maybe, and then you may choose one of the treatment rooms. Mr. Rama, was it?
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to set up a poetry evening here at the Asclepion, then maybe we could come to some agreement.
Oh, well, we can discuss it later if you wish.
What kind of poetry do you specialize in?
Oh, epic. And bloody. And swordy.
Swordy.
Swordy, yeah.
Swordy poetry.
Yep.
I have heard of sordid poetry. I had an ex-partner a long time who specialized in this thing. He called it fanfic. But I have never heard of swordy poetry.
Oh, you should. It's very pointed.
Nice.
Very good.
Very well. Well, we shall talk later. For now, I will leave you to take as long as you like in the pools, and then when you're ready, get your slippers and head over to the treatment rooms.
The Baron is just glaring at Rama at the suggestion of setting up a poetry night in the beautiful spa. He's like,
What?
you've just got to ruin every beautiful thing, haven't you?
Turn
I
everything
mean, what's
into
wrong with poetry?
An open mic night, aren't you? You know.
Well, at least we got slippers.
It starts with poetry. That's the thing. It starts with poetry, and the next thing you know, there's somebody doing poi in the fucking sauna.
Poetry, the gateway drug.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, are they aware
So,
of how bad we are? Because they've really hinged this on us defeating their what seems like an incredibly powerful person who can turn people to
She can
stone.
turn people to stone, you know.
She can turn people to stone. Dan.
Your voices echo across the empty halls and the water of the spa. There's like a minotaur and a triton that look over with crossed eyes, like
Just trying to relax.
I don't understand how you don't understand this concept, Dash. I don't know how you. She makes potions from her eyes that turn you to stone.
I understood it. It took me a while, but now I understand. I was more of that last time was more of an exclaim, like, you know.
Good.
I wasn't saying she
I'm
can
glad
turn
with
people
that.
to stone. It was more of like she can turn people to stone. You know.
I'm sorry for
Do you
doubting
hear the
you.
difference? Because in the
I do.
first one,
I get it now.
The first one, I'm good. There's an upward inflection, like there's a question. The second one, it's more of a statement. Do you understand?
I'm with you now. So she can turn people to
explain-
stone.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm
We're
concerned we'll have
bad.
to take her alive.
I'm not worried about accidentally killing her.
Yeah.
I'm worried more about her accidentally or deliberately killing us.
What Morgan was saying, though, is we need to defeat her and then offer her, because then we control her life, and we can then say, you know, you can go free. And if she goes free,
True.
then we get all these advantages.
Well, I thought of this. Perhaps we could send her a message before the fight to say to go easy on us so she doesn't, accidentally turn us to stone.
You mean beg? I'm 100% down with that. That sounds like a great idea.
You see, I don't think we have to beg because we're her ticket out of there. So we can just pretend to win, make her look convincing, and then set her free, and there we
So
go.
she goes down
pretty-
in the second round.
Or the first probably.
Round, obviously.
Yeah, the first. I'm not sure we'd make it to the second, so I think the first is safer.
Pretty solid plan there. It's nice thinking tactically across the Coliseopolis. It sounds like to get messages across to between dangerous people in the huge place of the Coliseopolis, you might need a very small rogue to do that for you. So I'd advise petitioning one the next time you see one. In the meantime, attendants are brought over with towels and slippers, and they lead you to the treatment rooms. Which of the 3 treatments, and I will remind you which ones they are, would you each individually like to pick? You have only been given the names. Okay. One is the hot cup treatment. The other is the Cetessan stimulator. And the final one is the muscle malleator.
I mean, there's 3 of us. It would seem a shame not to sample the entire menu.
I mean, yes.
I'll go for the hot cup.
I'll go the muscle malleator.
Stimulate me!
Very well. Rama. You enter the muscle malleator room. It's very small. There's a couple of tea lights on either side. You're laid down on a bed. Towels are draped over you. And then your back is left spare. After a while, footsteps uttering behind you. You got your face down, and across your big furry back, you feel an oiled up muslin cloth being pushed up and down your back. After a while of this, the cloth begins to move around your shoulder blades, down your neck, and always in. Let me see. Actually, you got a medicine skill in this? It's been a long time since I played D&D, actually.
A medicine skill.
It's a nature check.
There is a medicine skill.
No, there is a medicine, yeah. I'm not very good at it.
Medicine check.
Okay. I have a +2 in this. Oh, it's a 19 on the die. That's a 21.
21. You know for a fact after a while that this you are being attended to in such a way that the cloth and the massager is pushing pushing the cloth around your circulatory system in a way that would enhance your circulation. Also, when it changes, it starts going around the lymph glands, the lymph nodes, instead to push fluids out and away from those things. After a while of that, there is a bit of a break where you're left to relax, and then you're attended to with a wooden scraper, which scrapes away all the oil in scraping it all away. Then after that, you were attended to with a massive horsehair brush. You're given a vigorous rubbing all over your back. And then finally, across your furry scalp, you are given a mixture of a comb and fingers attend just your scalp. And you hear a voice saying, "And this is the sadness massage."
Sadness?
Yes. We call this the sadness rubbing. We have brought all your fluids out of your body. No, not out of your body. That would be weird.
Just this desiccating corpse of a Leonin just...
Yeah, there is. That is the other room. That is the raisin room. Choose that. This is just the scalp, and here we have made your body better, and now we will make your mind better.
Oh.
After a while of this, the masseuse lets you know that they have left, and as you're getting your towel back, someone else pads into the room. They're wearing a toga. They're a small human person.
Hello?
Hello?
Do I know them?
You don't recognize this person.
Can I help? Are you here to massage?
Sort of.
Right.
Do you want to get rich?
Not really my priority, but yeah, why not?
Because let me have those scrapings from your body. I can sell them.
Rama just stares, literally, just... What scrapings are you talking about? Is there like sort of clods of my fur sitting there?
Kind of. So when you were massaged with the muslin cloth, you had oil on you at the same time. So that was scraped off with what is actually called a curry comb. I found out. But yes, the curry comb had scrapings of your skin and oil and general fluids off your body. Now there is someone offering to sell that for you on your behalf.
And what would they be sold for?
Money?
Yes, I get the money, but for what purpose?
Because you may not know, but very beautiful ladies out in the world and around the Coliseopolis, they buy famous smells from famous gladiators because they think, they know it will bring them power and fertility and joy. You know what I mean, mate?
Right. And your name is?
My name is Gary.
Gary.
Yep.
All right, Gary. How much do you sell these
and
for?
I sell Gloyos.
Gloyos.
Gary Gloyos.
All right, Gary Gloyos. How much do you sell them for?
It depends, mate. If you give me you can just like sign a little thing, and then I'll give it. Might fluctuate, depends on who is buying and where and what have you. You are a very sexy man. I bet we'll go for lots.
Thank you, Gary. Can I see this thing I have to sign?
I haven't written it yet.
All right. I guess I'll keep hold of most of it. I don't know, Gary. Gary. Can I call you Gary?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. How much of that stuff is there, just out of character? The oil and the fur. Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, you look around at like the various tools. There's one big comb with like a thick chunk on it. There's like a couple of other smaller sort of like wooden, they're not quite combs, they're like curved spatula things. And there's like bits of it. There's maybe about 5 implements in total that have your rubbings on them.
Right. I'm going to go over to the big comb and I'm going to pluck off a chunk of the rubbings and be like, Gary, take this as a down payment. See what you can get for it and come back to me with that contract.
Okay, I will take this that you have given me, and I will go and sell things for you and me.
It's like a little bit. It's not like a huge wad. It's just like a little...
Rama's just like taking more bits off.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is worth some money. But I don't think he's ever thought about him selling himself for money. It's a bit of an alien concept.
Okay. Gary's looking slightly more downcast as you take larger chunks away. Okay.
Oh, no, Gary. You've got to come back to me with a good contract.
Okay, just a sample in it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
and we don't want to flood the market.
Yeah, because I did my research on you and I didn't think that you were that smart, so turns out you are actually smarter.
Well, you told me this was valuable, literally, like the first thing you said.
Yeah, you're already more literate than I have been told by my friends, so I'm a bit ticked off about that. So.
Who are your friends?
Oh, never mind. Hey, okay, I'm going to take it. What about these 3 little combs here?
No.
Yeah, I'm just going to take them.
Yeah, Gary.
He puts his hand on 3. I'm just going to gently take them.
Is there much on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Gary, no. No, flooding the market.
I'm going now.
Rama goes after Gary and just like, well, what are you doing?
Gary slowly, because it's quite damp everywhere, he intently speed walks out the room.
Rama to rugby tackle him.
Okay, make an athletics check.
And bearing in mind that I haven't put my toga on yet, so I'm completely naked. Athletics, all right, let's see what we do. It's a 12.
12. You glance off him, but you glance off him into a wall. The pair of you spiral into another attendant that's carrying a tray of tea lights. They go up in the air. A load of wax comes splattering down. Gary's a bit on fire. He's beating himself off. The little combs are scattered around the floor. And he's like, you are so slippy and sexy. Oh, shit.
I pick up the combs and say, now, Gary, go with your sample and be grateful. And come back to me with the contract.
Okay, it's Gary and Rama together.
Yeah.
Rich. Yeah, okay. They are Glenn. And then he runs off.
I carefully wrap all my oils and shit into a bag or a towel or something. Worth money.
The poor awkward tea light carrier.
I know. And Rama apologizes for tea light carrier. It's like, I'm sorry about your tea lights.
She like bats her like toga off and it's like, okay, it happens slightly more often than you'd think, but it's fine. It just gets in here. We've just got an open door policy, the Gorgons are very into that whole thing. There's holes in my toga now from the tea lights. I suppose I could repair them, but it would probably cost me
What? Sorry, I stopped listening.
One very small curry comb of Gloyos from a very powerful and attentive gladiator. That's all I'd need, really, to repair this toga.
Oh, sure. And I toss her one of the combs. There you go.
She catches and goes, woohoo, I can quit.
Beautiful.
Baron.
Hello.
You've chosen the Cetessan stimulator.
Stimulation it is.
Laid out in a similar kind of room with your face down, tea lights, gentle music from the distance. You hear 2 sets of footsteps on either side of you with your face down. Across your massive minotaur back is the towel is pulled off. And you hear, let's have a perception check from the Baron.
Ooh. So it is. All right. Rolling that perception. That's a 15.
15. You definitely hear, like, the clanking and rustling of things that are not wooden things. You hear a lot of wood being moved about near your ears.
Not for the first time.
And then, gently laid across your back are sticks. They're cool to the touch. And you feel like they're slightly moist. Some of them have leaves on them.
Oh. I've never had a wet stick treatment before.
Then, slowly, they're lifted off your back.
Right.
And then more footsteps join the others.
Ooh, getting some friends, are we?
Approximately 4 people either side of you. Lift the sticks off your back, and one by one, just go thwack and start bringing them. Bam, 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 bam. Just down on you. You smell eucalyptus and indeed begin to see bits of eucalyptus leaves as they start cascading by your eyes, looking down at the floor. There is the smell of olives as well, as olive branches are lifted and heft up, as you're just beaten across your back, lower back and neck with the series of eucalyptus and olive branches.
Somebody get that koala out of here. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I'm not putting koalas in my game, Dan. Say them all you like.
I couldn't think of something that eats olives.
Give me a constitution check.
Oh, I weirdly, you know what? I had my saves ready to go. I was so excited. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh, my God.
Oh, the Baron's done this dance before.
Yes, in fact, you start to see sweat hitting the floor, but it is not from your brow. All around you, puddles of sweat from the confused attendees and masseuses as they just strike your back into oblivion with eucalyptus branches and olive branches. It smells wonderful. It feels invigorating. You just like your muscles are singing in a way that the gym would never have given this to you. Your blood flow is being stimulated perfectly. The endorphins are just flying through your head. You're taking it marvelously. Eventually, after a while, you hear one of the voices say, "Should we just stop for a while? What happens now?
Don't stop!"
With the commands of "don't stop," they continue. They have to swap out at some point as exhausted take turns, get tagged in. It becomes like a shift-based process. You're still in there. Meanwhile, Dash.
Yeah.
Who's in the muscle malleator. You are laid out. Sorry, not the muscle malleator. You chose the cup. You are laid out on a similar thing. Tea lights, face down, small room. First off, your back is drizzled with a very not uncomfortable but notably hot oil, notably hot olive oil. You can smell there's herbs in it. This is massaged around your back. And there's a pause as sort of glimpsing up on either side, you see animal horns that have been hollowed out be heated over one of the tea lights. Yeah. They are attached to your back with a wet and more of them up your back. They are moved around and you feel your flesh lifting and then moving around with them. It's sort of on the verge of painful, you're not gonna lie. It does get a bit painful after a while. And then just as you're probably reaching the point where you would politely say something, they are lifted off your skin. Make a perception check.
Oh, it's not that good.
Uh-oh.
No, it's only a 7.
Okay. Well, what happens next is quite confusing for you then. The masseuse speaks to you. You feel a presence sort of like get closer to where your head is facing down. You can just sort of see out the corner of your right eye. There is a sort of like a head sort of over here. It opens its mouth and goes,
I'm sorry, because of the Zoom audio, I couldn't hear a word of that.
No, I couldn't hear it either. I just heard a little sort of squeak.
Your face looks so good. It looks so good.
I'm going to do it again.
Open the mic.
I'm going to do it again. Can you hear that?
I mean, squeaking?
The noise clipping on Zoom's got so good.
Kind of like it's kind of like a meerkat chirruping.
That's enough.
Cool,
that'll do. You'll hear it on the Audacity.
I mean, I'll hear it when I get through.
The first time you hear it.
They added that meerkat filter to Zoom in case meerkats come in during your meeting, so that it doesn't pick them up.
It kept happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, on the news. Yeah.
Dash. Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence. It's a 17.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. You can comprehend that there are words in between the squeaks. The massage stopped. It has stopped for about a good minute or so. The voice says, I apologize. It should have been me that night. I've been tracking the two-faced man ever since. I think he's part of something big. Bigger than the Callisiopolis. Stay in the games. Get good. You'll have your vengeance. I'll be in touch.
Yes!
Yes, mate. Well done.
Dash quickly sort of raises up and turns his head.
As you raise up and turn your head, there's nothing there.
Oh, dude.
There's just the simple swinging of a toga of a small human man stood in front of you being like, hello, my name is Gary. I've got a proposition for you.
Gary?
Yep.
What? Who was that other person?
What other
Someone
person?
Someone squeaked at me, but I understood the squeaks. Did you hear the squeaking? Do you hear the squeaking? In the nighttime? In the darkness? Gary? Do you?
Gary looks at you for a moment longer and goes, actually, I got the wrong room. I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed your massage. I just gotta go get some more eucalyptus for the koalas, okay? Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Gary's Batman.
Yeah, imagine it. Yeah.
Didn't say that he wasn't. Your massage is completed. You rinse off once more in the much cooler rinsing off pools. They have a different section.
With a plunge pool and stuff.
Yeah, like a blow plunge. Have you ever been in a plunge pool?
Oh my god, they're the best.
Oh my god,
Crazy.
Man, it's just like there's Wim Hof the shit out of me. I can't do it.
Yeah, I went to Budapest recently. We went to spa and literally did the steam room and then straight into the plunge pool. And my god, that's...
Oh, you did the fancy spas in the Budapest spas.
They're not. Haram. That's the Turkish ones. I got a different name than
I'd love to do that. Yeah, plunge pools are great. Plunge pool, steam room, just back and forth.
Oof.
Do it all day.
A couple of times. It makes me feel quite alive, but my god, it's like I can't keep doing this.
You leave your sleeping, bathed off, having had your treatments.
I tell you what, they're going to need to decommission some of those plunge pools. I should have gone for the scraping. There's a lot on me.
The cupping was interesting.
I like the massage was nice and oily.
Are we away from everyone? Is it just the three of us?
Yeah, you're making your way through the Callisiopolis, and one of there's less people around. It's sort of like early evening. The sky's turning to a nice mottled grey steel.
Someone spoke to me.
I could have gone for a little more.
I need to tell you something. Yes, someone spoke to me. Someone spoke to me in the darkness. I don't think it was Gary. Did you meet Gary, by the way?
I did meet Gary, yes. He wants to sell my oil.
Oh, he didn't ask to sell mine, actually. What sort of oil?
They scraped off my skin.
I thought you meant... it doesn't matter.
You can make bank on those scrapings.
I've got a bag of them here.
You ever sold your oils, have you, Baron?
Oh, I sell my oils anytime I can get hold of them.
Listen, we're getting off the subject. Listen.
Wring me out like a sponge, I say.
Someone told me.
Sorry.
Someone told me.
Anyway, so Gary was talking to you.
No, it was a different person. It wasn't Gary. Gary swore it wasn't him.
There's another Gary.
I'm feeling really left out that I didn't meet Gary. Gary sounds great.
Fuck Gary.
It was interesting.
He's a weird fellow. But listen, there was another person in the darkness. The massager, the masseuse, the masseur. The person who was cupping me.
How was the cupping?
Oh, lovely. Painful, but just on the edge, you know.
I've often had a painful cupping.
They didn't cup my ears, unfortunately, but they cupped everywhere else. Anyway.
You got to subscribe for that kind of quality content.
Only cups.
Right. But listen, someone else in the darkness spoke to me. They said that we should stay in the games and that we are doing well and we just need to keep going with where we're going. They also said something about it should have been them that night. So I'm assuming they mean something from my life.
Damn, I picked the wrong room.
Right.
Unless they were meant to talk to you and not me.
I'd have paid good money to have someone cup me and tell me I'm doing a good job.
Stay in the games, they said, while cupping.
Wonder how many different plot things there would be in the world if Batman just got the wrong room every now and then. You know?
Yeah. Just send people on.
Just took out the wrong guy.
So yes, we should keep that amongst us, though. Don't spread that word around. Just keep it between us.
Right. What, that we're going to stay in the games? So make it public that we're not.
Oh no, we should definitely yes, but not the message because we don't know who it is. So whoever's
I see. So stay in the games, but don't let on that anyone thinks we're doing a good job.
Don't stay in the games.
Right, gotcha.
Make people think that we're not staying in the games, even though we are.
Right.
And when they question us about it, just give them a half-assed answer where they don't understand.
Like me. That's what you give me the half-assed answers, and I'm in the DM. Hey, it must be you what your fucking Ludus name is. I get the half-assed answers. I still think you guys are called the Fingers.
I want to be called the Fingers so much.
Fingers.
Right, Fingers.
Fingers for life, yo. The Baron puts a finger in and like kind of looks uncertainly at the other two, like, is this what we do?
So I've got a bad track record with giving my party. I was running another D&D campaign where I was like, they were trying to come up with a name for their party, and I was like, you can be called anything. I mean, I don't know. I mean, as long as you don't call yourself, I don't know. You're really dull if you just went down to the port and saw some boats and decided to call yourself, I don't know. Anything could be interesting. Just don't call yourself, I don't know, the shipping forecast or something. 1 week later.
Oh.
They had changed the chat group name. They had done it in character, everything. They were the shipping forecasts, and they made me and every NPC they met say that, yes, the mighty shipping forecasts have come.
Oh, God.
Never set it up. No. Oh,
That's my own fault. Getting back to your quarters, there is a dinner waiting for you. It's nothing too great. It's kind of simple, but it's wholesome. It's thick, warm, herby flatbreads, topped with sardines and oil with floating chunks of garlic. And as always, there are bowls of salty, oily pulse there to bolster out your diet.
Pulse.
Nice.
Did you ever meet oily herby flatbreads? I was a big fan of his jazz orchestra.
Herbie.
Did he used to run an open mic night? Like,
He did.
It fucking started with poetry.
No, you used to speak to him to see if they're still around.
It went off. It was great, and then this poet turned up, got out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it starts, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Herbie Fatblood and his jazz orchestra. Yeah.
Proxima, Yola Easter is there as well, briefly. She comes in just to poke her head round. Everyone all good?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Do we want to recap what's on the old wax slate at the moment? We've got
I can recap this for you. You've got a fight in about 2 days.
2 days, eh?
2
Yes,
days.
your next official game.
That very much seems like a 2-day kind of problem.
Who are we fighting?
That I either don't know or can't tell you, and you should pick one.
All right.
I don't think you know.
There's 3 of us, so one
I
of us
do know,
pick
actually.
each answer.
Fuck you.
Oh, do you? Well, if you do, you tell us.
Make a persuasion check.
If you get this.
Oh, 13. That's a 15.
Nah. I've never broken my... Just you think I had 2 cups of wine? Nah, not me.
You haven't had
Rama.
2 cups of wine.
Yes, I have.
No, you
Shins
idiot.
1, slams it down. 2.5.
Have another one.
You know what? I was lying. You've got a day and a half for the next game, not 2.
She got us there.
Yeah, it's got us good.
So get prepared, all right? You've got to think the whole day. That's the day in the end. Buy whatever you need, all right? And just use it to fight, all right? I asked the Patroni, and they were very insistent this time would be a fight, okay? I guess they had several options, and they unanimously chose that you would be fighting things.
I'm
all
not
right?
sure they like
Yeah,
us.
I don't think they do either. Yes. If this is a
Putting
popularity
it out
contest,
there.
we're losing.
Getting major B-word vibes from that Patroni, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's not even in.
Please keep subscribing, Patroni. We love you.
Not even in character, Dan. Like,
We need pulse.
We need pulse. All right, Proxima leaves you to it. Goes about her much more swanky evenings thing, whatever she's doing, leaving you in your quarters. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or shall I skip to the next day?
I would love for the 2 of you to hit me with sticks for about 20 minutes or so.
I think you've had enough. I can see that your back looks like a cheese grater.
I'll hit you with a stick. Dash.
I don't have a stick
Dash
problem.
finds a stick. Is there a stick in the room?
Make a perception check. No, fuck it. Survival. That's
Survival
right.
forage.
Try and forage.
Sticks. All right, it's pretty good actually. Like, yeah, it's 17.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you. Room's made of marble, bitch. Should
Oh man!
God,
Not
I
even
tell you
a
what you do
eucalyptus
find.
branch.
No. Oh, you do find a eucalyptus branch in the Baron's toga poking out of it.
Baron, can I just grab? Oh, I'm lucky. That was what I thought it was.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's very small, as in the branch, not anything else. Which is why it's been nestled in his toga for
All
a
right,
while.
here we go. And,
That one's a keeper. All
and I
right.
start whipping the Baron's back.
whilst Rama's watching this curious whipping at dinner, he sort of thinks of if there's been any benefits to us. Do we get something from this, or do we get a bonus, or
Not from the massaging. You would have done from the use of the pools, which I think you did last game.
Yeah.
There were certain advantages to bathing in the pools. I believe that Dash is completely advantaged up anyway from his time in the gym. I'm not sure
I
about
was
you
as
two.
well. Yeah, no, I passed.
Yeah,
Whatever test it was. So
the way it was that Lyax and Dash had full advantage and everything. Rama, you got advantage on your next singular roll, so you get advantage on one roll in the next fight.
I wrote it down. I've got advantage on all 3 rolls in the next Colosseum.
Okay, great. Then you have as well.
Nice.
Yeah, that was from the 6th of February when we recorded this.
Fucking hell, they are in-depth notes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
Love that.
Because I knew I'd forget. So is that the maximum you could get from the gym?
Yeah.
I seem to remember smashing it.
I beat you in a fight. Wow.
You did.
You did.
Yeah,
but then you got it from the training.
That was the training.
So you went after you did the fight. You did the training afterwards.
Because you had that
you rolled athletics.
Sick
It
wrestling.
was great,
match,
wasn't it? It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
So the way so sorry, those of you passed all 3, which was Lyax and Dash, would have got advantage on all of their things, so they passed all 3. If you got 2, then you would have got advantage on one of your rolls, and if you succeeded on only 1, which is I believe what Kevin did, you would have got advantage on nothing. So you've got 1, I believe, James. I don't think you got 3 like the other 2. I'm pretty sure I've just listened to the last time's episode, and I could be wrong. Do you know what? If I'm wrong, I'll rectify it by the time the next one, because we're about to wrap this one up. So don't you worry. Don't you worry,
Okay,
Sunshine.
mate. Okay,
It'll all come out in the wash.
Under the no, I put maybe wrong. Maybe wrong.
We'll find out. We'll find out. You sell your Gloyos, and then we'll see.
No, yeah.
So you've got a day or so of prep. Would you like to do anything in a sort of montage-esque fashion? Is there anywhere you'd like to visit? Anyone you'd like to speak to? Anything you'd like to buy or sell? All the Colosseum, you have the amphitheater, the gym, blah, blah, blah.
We got some money, didn't we?
A little bit of money. Yeah.
Did. You spent
Got a
some
little
of
bit
it,
of money.
yeah.
And I seem to remember healing potions would have been really good.
That would be good.
Yeah.
From either the Asclepian or Akabash the Talented, they are 50 gold pieces.
Oh, God. Jeez. Okay, I'm struggling to find money. This is how poor I've been on D&D Beyond. I can't find the money.
Now, I think we had a collective purse, didn't we, given to us?
Yeah, we
You
did.
would have
Oh,
done.
did we have a collective
purse given to us, and I think I can't remember how much it was.
I bet we fucking gave it
Ross
to
wrote
Drum,
it down.
of all people.
Ross
Might
wrote
have
it
been
down.
Ross.
Ross couldn't be here this week.
No, you can. Well, let's say you would definitely have left there because he was the one worried about how much he was spending as well. Remember? So I don't know. Let's say you've got at least 50 gold pieces in there. If you wanted to buy a healing potion, you might have more. You might have a bit less.
Anyway,
I don't think.
just because, and then we're going to do that, and then
Sure.
Let's get one. All 3 of us will carry it.
You go.
Hands on.
Good.
Here we go.
Go to Akabash Talented Mill. So he's like, I got a potion for you. Yeah. All right. I'm not seeing you in ages. What's going on? Did you get my drugs?
No, it's not. It's on the way. But,
We're working on it.
It's on the way. Possibly.
In ages.
Kevin's got some of them, but we also think he might be evil, so we're sort of working that through as well.
I tell you what, if you give us 2 for 1 on a healing potion, then maybe they'll speed this up. What do you say?
Right. So you're doing a bit of... I get it. Roll a persuasion check.
All right. Let's see. It's 16.
No. No, I nearly did, and then I thought, no, I'm not stupid. All right, Akabash the Talented, not Akabash the easily manipulated.
If you don't
Come on.
ask, you don't get.
Yeah, but people do this thing where they're like, don't ask, don't get. And it seems to be like, the whole customer's always right thing. Like, people could just make unreasonable demands and they're like, so I've got to ask, But actually, do you know what? That weighs on me every now and then. Day after day, people go, don't ask, don't get. And they make really weird demands. Do you know what it's like working in retail?
I do, actually, and I don't think I actually agree with you on the whole customer is always right thing. I agree with you.
Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if you give me twice the drugs, I'll give you 1 healing potion. There we go. Akabash is rolling a persuasion check. He got 17.
No.
Well, I'm convinced.
Baron, you've not worked in retail before, have you?
I can't say I have, but I've complained a lot.
Yes.
I've been thrown out of more shops than I've had hot dinners. Sometimes for having hot dinners in shops.
Yes,
there's always a pause in there where everyone's like, is he going to say anything? It was just about dinner. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, so customers or I agree. But, I do agree with consumer rights, which is very different.
No, we stick to the original deal, right? And when you get me the things, then we can talk about patronage, all right? Not until then, all right? I'm Akabash talented. But yeah, you can have that for 50 gold pieces.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Bargain.
There we go. Oh, all these gold pieces say property of Lyax Lionheart on them. Should we be worried about that?
No.
He's been reminting his own.
All right, yeah, that's just what it means by clanging and banging. All right. All right, so you buy a healing potion. And with that, unless there's anything else you want to do, you are led to the arena.
Oh, let's do this.
Very well.
The Baron's still wearing his slippers.
That was a quick day and a half, wasn't it? Yeah. God, time flies.
Well, do you want to do anything else?
No.
That was like Fable 3, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, Akabash, before we leave, is there is there a place in town where you can post like a little note somewhere, just searching for if people's lost a cat or something?
Not really, mate. Why?
No reason. Goodbye.
All right. Okay.
Dash, we could feasibly turn any surface here into a place to put a note.
You know what? You're right. Dash would like to walk over to like a wall. Just a wall.
No, Dash, that one's marble.
Oh, yeah, so it is. Goes over to the other wall, which is stone. And just scratches into the wall a message looking for gruff-voiced masseur. Leave.
Where is he?
A message under here of where to meet. All the best.
What do you scratch that into stone with?
Just good point.
Use my horn.
With a horn. Yeah, I'm moving the Baron's head back and forth.
Wow.
I mean, I meant the one in my pack, but hey, I'm into it.
You use Baron's head to make that message. You leave it on there. After you walk off to the arena, people come by and mutter about graffiti. Actually, one of them goes, "Excuse me, you spelled this wrong," and tries to give you a lesson on how to spell graffiti properly. But you've walked off by this point, and I'm not going to do Monty Python bit in this episode just yet. The day comes. Proxima leads you through the clay bricks and marble plinths of the Calissiopolis, past the amphitheatre and the pomegranate pits, through a tunnel which is warmed by the heat of the day, finally into the entrance tunnel of the arena itself. Arbiters nod at you from behind their faceless masks as they stand in front of the gates looking out at another arena spilling out, similar to the one you were in before for the real trap box. Proxima is there as well. She tells you today you will be fighting a monster.
Like metaphorically, or?
That's all she says.
Oh, shit. Now we need to get a message to the face. That's what we need to do in the last few days.
I hope you have been training well and you have put this day to good use.
Oh, God.
Stand there in our slippers with our one healing potion.
This monster actually, I should tell you, it's won a few bouts already. It's picked up a weird bit of a fan following. It's a crowd favorite, so that's worth bearing in mind. They won't like to see it go down. The gate clatters and begins to lift in front of you as the heat of the arena spills into the gates, and she goes, if in doubt, win the crowd. And I just wanted to say at this juncture that you have been the most entertaining ludus I have ever trained. Good luck, and may the gods be with you.
It really sounds like a kind of goodbye thing you're saying there. That's
Goodbye! And the gate clatters behind you. The arena is massive and sun-baked and very much in an oval space. There are walls before the raked seating commences. The people are very far away from the ground here. You step out onto the sands to various noises and cheers. There is a large marble plinth in the middle of this arena, in the middle of the sands, and landing on it is a colossal beast that drops from the air beats its wings and snarls with a hideously humanoid face distended into rows of teeth. It lands on the statues and its claws scrape across the stone, which you now see is covered in dried blood, as Androphagon the Manticore roars a challenge.
Let's give it the finger!
And that's where we'll leave it for this fortnight.
Nice one.
Heroes.
Giving them the D.